Cheeky girl. Ready? Stay. I have autism. Well, I think I do. Well, doctors think I do. About 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with ADHD. It was something that was suspected for a while, but I ignored. I thought it was just an excuse that people use for bad behavior, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I wanted to take full accountability for the things that I've done and didn't want to use it as a scapegoat to get out of things. Sort of got to the point where, obviously, as I was getting older, not that my behavior was bad, but I had some personality traits that would indicate that I had ADHD, and it affected relationships around me. So getting diagnosed was a relatively simple process for me. I've heard the horror stories of it and I know what people go through to get it, whereas I had a relatively easy run. I had a great psychiatrist, and within about 30 minutes I was diagnosed and subscribed my medication. For transparency, is Ritalin. The other part of my session was spent going over, obviously, my childhood. And then towards the end of my session, my psychiatrist recommended that I get tested for autism. So we rebooked a session, and within 3 months, I was back to reassess not only my medication that I was on, but to do further testing for autism. So another bunch of questions, a little bit more in detail about my childhood, and then some of my personality traits now. At the end of the session, he gave me a quiz to do, which I thought was silly, because we've all done those tests online, and those tests can be skewed depending on your perception of what you think you are. So I was very hesitant to take it, but he assured me that the test was pretty accurate, and that I could, if I answered it honestly and truthfully, that it would give me a correct figure, which would indicate if I was or not. I got the figure. The figure was high. I didn't look into the numbers too much until I sent it to him and asked for his recommendation, which was, he referred me to a neuropsychologist, somebody who could officially diagnose me. But I got a 196, I believe. I don't know, I'll put something up. And from there, I'm just waiting now. Obviously, there's quite a waiting period in Australia where I'm not too sure if it's a systemic thing where the system's overburdened or it's hard to get in. So the process for me, while being quite strung out, has been quite easy and quite manageable.